Sargent. And this is a battle between two Olympic gold medalists from Seoul. You see that Lewis is 3 inches taller, 11 pounds heavier, and has a 6-inch reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the second time of 3 tonight from New York City's Madison Square Garden. Let's get ready to rumble! 10 rounds of boxing between two 1988 Olympic gold medal champions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with gold and weighing in at 236 pounds. He brings a professional record of 23-3 with 1 draw, 16 KOs. He's the pride of the USA Olympic boxing team in 1988 when he won the heavyweight gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the USA, former WBO World Heavyweight Champion, Merciless Ray Mercer. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with black, and weighing in at 247 pounds. He captured Olympic gold in 1988 when he represented Great Britain in the super heavyweight division. His professional record now stands at 28 victories with only 1 defeat. 24 of those 28 victories are by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from East London, England, representing Great Britain, former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, Ray. Come on, champ. Good evening, gentlemen. You both received the rules early in the dressing room by the New York State Athletic Commission. I expect you to obey these rules. Let's have a nice, clean fight. Touch gloves. Good luck to the both of you. Okay, let's go.
Lennox Lewis, as you said, Jim, has been winning the battles in the courts to fight Mike Tyson. Now he has to win the battle in the court of public opinion to show that he's worthy of a fight with Tyson.
And you heard the boos mixed in with cheers at Lennox's introduction. A lot of American fight fans just don't like him and don't buy his act. But he can take another step toward public acceptance here because most fight fans know how tough Mercer is, even if he's a little raw. Mercer sticks a jab to start things off and tries to land a right hand that could shake Lewis up early.
Keep it clean now.
Mercer with an early football tactic here, and referee Arthur Mercanti Jr. says, keep it clean. It's been almost a year since Ray Mercer's had a fight. The battle against Holyfield last year was on May 20.
Now, Ray Mercer's been in with one of the best jabbers in boxing than Larry Holmes. So Lewis had better think about doing something other than jabbing. You better put some leather out there.
Well, but Holmes picked Mercer apart with the jab. It's not a bad blueprint for going after him.
But Mercer kept him against the rope for a better part of the night. I don't think Lewis has the same kind of body, can withstand the same kind of body punching.
Keep him clean now.
That Holmes can.
Right.
Yeah, Larry had a little extra padding, huh?
But then again, Lewis has a better right hand than Larry Holmes.
And in the last bout against Morrison, as we told you, he showed a left hook and an uppercut. Now Mercer is scoring with his jab, and Lewis really hasn't gotten into a rhythm as we're midway through round 1.
Let go of the head. Break. Step back.
With a fighter like Mercer, Lewis had better realize, get yourself ahead on points and then start looking for your knockout, because this guy has a short neck. It's hard to get in punches around his chin to drop him. That neck is short and thick. Whenever my wife see guys with necks like that.
Mercer, a hard puncher, landed a right hand there, and that got the crowd excited. Lewis comes back with a short left hook inside. Mercer is regarded as having one of the better chins in boxing. Maybe it comes from that short fire hydrant neck of his, George.
Mercer better be advised also in his strategy. Sometimes when you're fighting these guys who are high caliber ex-champions, get in there and steal a bout. Get ahead and win those points. Forget about a knockout. Sure, you're strong, you can take a punch, but forget that. Don't do the expected. Stand up there and take a lot of punishment. Get in there and win points.
One of Mercer's cornermen revealed to us today that he suffered a cut lower lip in training and it hasn't completely healed. When asked about it a couple hours ago, Mercer said, yeah, it's going to bleed. So we're expecting to see a small spigot of blood from Mercer's lower lip when and if Lewis is able to land a right hand on the button.
Mercer's always stood up and took right hands, but this is one guy, Lewis. You can't just do that.
You got to settle down. You're a little too relaxed, too excited, okay? Settle down just a little bit. That's all you got to do. Take your time. You can see what he's doing. Jab a little harder with your jab. You're throwing a little bit more. But just settle down. That's all you got to do. You're a little tight. That's all. Everything has to fall in place.
Just keep stepping up.
Okay.
When you get in the car, you hear a big fucking whack. And now upper's going to work too. He's holding your neck.
Okay.
Breathe deep. Ray, relax a little more. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. He's a big deep one. That's it. All right, just don't let him set up. Just
Okay.
keep him going. You'll beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
Relax now, okay?
Let's go.
Lewis threw a lot of jabs in round one, 47 by punch stat numbers, only landed 1, or only landed 9, I should say. So that's a low connect rate, but it's the activity that matters more. And Mercer, as he showed you there, will walk through a lot of punches.
And I wouldn't advise Mercer to just go walking through this guy. Lennox Lewis, a little more power on his right hand because he throws it downward.
Step back.
Like the great
Step
pitcher
back.
J.R.
Come on, let's go to the arm, Lennox.
from the Houston Astros.
James Rodney Richard.
That's him. Or Bob Gibson. These guys will come out that mound and it puts a little more onto the right hand.
There it was, the overhand right with a downward trajectory when it comes to the chin.
Lennox Lewis was knocked down once, but it wasn't with a sure punch. It was a surprise punch that got him.
Mercer trying to fight the same fight so far here that he fought early against Holyfield. He threw 24 jabs in round one. That's a good output for Ray Mercer.
Keep him up, Lennox. Keep him up.
Looked like a borderline punch. Boy, he's hit Mercer with some really heavy shots, and Mercer just hasn't budged yet.
And you heard Stewart telling Lewis to relax, and he seems a little bit less tight here in round two. And the jab is starting to land rather than simply to go out there.
There we have another big heavyweight, tall Lennox Lewis, bending down. Why go down and bob and weave? Never teach a tall guy to bob and weave.
There he brought himself down into range for Mercer's right hand.
And as you can see, you give the other guy courage.
Crowd rising in excitement now as Mercer pins Lewis against the ropes. Most of the Garden hoping for the big upset here.
Well, we talked about how Lewis would perform under pressure. He's getting some pressure now.
Mercer lands good head shots, but he doesn't effectively go back to the body to make sure that the steam stay out of Lewis's punches. Lennox Lewis has been tall and in his earlier career skinny for a long time, so he's accustomed to bigger guys getting the best of him sometimes, but yet he comes back.
Step back.
2 spirited rounds so far from merciless Ray Mercer. But is he well conditioned enough to do this through the long course of the bout against the bigger man?
Good round. He won that round. But he's not in the shape you're in, okay? He's not in shape. He won that round, a couple of good shots tonight. I give him that round, so I got it dead even. But he's not in the shape that you're in. Keep Williams, what you have, you get hit with a jab because you're jabbing, and I told you you're jabbing with your right hand over here, and that's how you're getting caught with jab. Keep your right hand up higher. He's catching you with jab because your right hand is over here while you're jabbing, and you're getting hit. Keep your right hand up a little high and watch. That's what it's catching with the jab.
Here you come, Mercer crowding Lewis, landing a good straight, stiff left jab and following with a right hand. Comes back with a left and a right high on the head. Very nice combination
All right, now,
from
here,
Ray
you
Mercer.
get him in the corner, you whack him with this, whack him on these.
Okay.
Get those elbows down, give me it.
Come on, please.
He's getting tired.
out.
He's getting tired.
Seconds out. Let's go, gentlemen.
Stewart urging Lewis to relax and allow Mercer to wear himself down. Mercer's trainer, Tommy Parks, says whack him. Get the sense already that Mercer's looking for a little rest in the first minute of the third round.
No doubt about it, but he's got to learn to take his rest by moving a little closer to Lennox Lewis. You rest close. When you want to fight, you stand off, but when you want to rest, get up close because Lewis is ineffective when you're close up on him.
Mercer short with the right hand, comes back to land a jab. Lewis trying to remember to pepper Mercer with the jab. Lewis's scouting report told him that you can control Mercer with the jab if you keep it in his face.
You don't go 12 rounds with Larry Holmes and not find out something about the left jab. What do you do after a guy jabs you?
Mercer lands an uppercut inside and now gets a short overhand right in. His punches don't have as much snap in this round as they did in the first two, but he's still able to land against Lewis.
Major problem with Lewis, he's a puncher. Shouldn't spend too much time trying to teach a puncher to box. Should tell him all the time, you're getting closer and closer with that right hand. Keep putting it in there. Go to the body some. You'll get him. That's when he's more effective. When you can smell a knockout, you cannot revert to boxing.
Now this is interesting, George, because you say Lewis is a puncher, and certainly he has the power to be seen that way. But earlier in his career, before Stewart got hold of him, a lot of people said he was nothing but a timid counterpuncher.
Yeah, but that counterpunch puts you to sleep.
He does have power.
Lewis' strategy should be jab, go to the body, back up to the head, but do not give you Mercer any courage. Mercer's strategy should be to stay close, win points.
Mercer lands the left hand and tries to come with the right behind it. Pace has slowed in the third round to Lewis's advantage, but now Mercer is flurrying down the stretch of the round, trying to steal one. Still to come in a heavyweight triple header from Madison Square Garden. The third of our three bouts finds former light heavyweight and cruiserweight champion Bobby Ches going against Evander Holyfield. Holyfield Ches still to come, and a visit to Commander Vander's locker room.
Thank you, sir.
Future three-time heavyweight champion is what the t-shirt says, and that's something of a holy grail for Evander Holyfield.
You trained for a tough fight, so you're ready for it this time, okay?
You gotta let them checks go, champ. Let that short hook
Take
up.
them left hooks, body in here, start banging you.
Whack him and go to the body. All right? Doing a good job, Ray.
Seconds out, gentlemen.
Stewart telling Lennox Lewis that he has trained for a tough fight, so not to worry about the spark that Mercer has shown in the first 3 rounds. At 247 on the scales, Lewis does appear to be in superb condition. And through the first 3 rounds, let's take a look at Harold Letterman's scorecard. Harold?
Jim, 29-28, 2 rounds to 1, merciless Ray Mercer. I just think that in rounds 1 and 3, he got inside enough, did enough damage with that hard right hand to pull out the round. That went for the puncher over the boxer in rounds 1 and 3. I went with Lennox Lewis's left jab in round 2.
We have the same score, Harold.
Good combination by Lewis. Mercer momentarily stunned. Lewis trying to leap in with the right hand, and Ray holds on.
It was that uppercut that started that combination and hurt Mercer.
Uppercut through the guard, glancing blow, but what power Lewis showed in splitting Mercer's gloves apart with that uppercut.
Well, it was mostly speed. He did it real quick. Now, Mercer was being real successful by out-jabbing Lewis. He's made him abandon his jab, which is good, but once you make him abandon his jab, then you start jabbing. Mercer isn't doing it now. Lewis has turned into the slugger, so Mercer should be boxing.
Another terrific combination at close range by Lewis. Mercer holds his arms back as if to say, I'm not hurt, I'm not sure I believe it. Mercer coming on with a straight right hand. Lewis not defending himself very well so far.
And Mercer has gotten back to being smart. He's a bit winded, but I would keep jabbing. Make the bigger man think he can't jab. Then when he starts fighting you, move away a little bit.
And we think the trickle of blood from Ray Mercer's lower lip may have begun. If so, I would have to guess it was one of those uppercuts that started it. Mercer landing a short right hand inside as he holds on to Lewis, and now Lewis is hurt by the right hand. Lennox not holding on. Mercer pounds away. And a great right uppercut by Lewis, and Mercer comes back. What a round.
This big crowd has come for.
Spectacular 4th round between Lennox Lewis and Ray Mercer.
Watch those heads.
This is a demonstration of conditioning with Lennox Lewis. He's taken all that Mercer has given, and he's still trying to get in a good punch.
And he got in a great combination just as the bell sounded. But the crowd loves Mercer.
Coming right down your way. I think that was the last good round. You look good. That was your best round now. Best round now.
Deep breath, Jim. Yep. I got it. Jim, that was his last.
What's that low blow, John? I got you. I'm not watching. I was hitting him.
You want this over?
No, I won't. Not yet. Hey, Ray, move your head when you're standing still. Don't put it in. Move it to the side. And keep your hands up. Don't just let your hand down. Take a little swallow.
After watching Lewis in this round, I'm beginning to think maybe you can turn a soprano into a tenor because he is really brawling. We haven't seen that. Mercer turns it back around, and before the end of this round, Lewis had turned it around once again. Some real rare back and forthing with heavy blows in that big 4th round.
Spectacular punch stat numbers from the 4th round. Lewis threw 39 power shots and landed 29 of them, 74%. Mercer, 17 of 25 in power shots, 68%. It was a round of bombs. He gives him a warning.
Come on, Lennox.
I don't think they did any real damage.
Not at all, and then they were pretty much punches thrown a little without looking.
Come on, let's box.
Mercer not only has an iron chin, he seems to have an iron middle as well.
But if this fight continue to go on and on and on, those body punches by Lewis will take their toll pretty soon. Just cannot take those kind of body punches from a big heavyweight and continue to absorb right hands on the chin.
He didn't used to remember to go to the body like that. I think that's another area in which Stewart has had a beneficial effect for Lennox.
Step back.
Overhand right missed by Lewis. He comes back with a leaping left hook. Mercanti just barely gets out of the way. Mercer is again choosing to get a rest through the first half of the 5th round.
Throws one left hook and wait. One left hook and wait. A lot of this is because he's throwing those punches up high where they take a lot of your wind.
But more and more, Lewis seems to be searching for a one-punch knockout, and that's not going to help him against a guy with Mercer's chin.
One of the things you can notice here is that when Mercer jabs, he really commits to the jab, and Lewis still doesn't do that.
The right hand was blocked despite the excitement of the crowd. Lewis taking a lot of leather here from Ray Mercer.
Mercer got to understand, once you hit these young guys with 2 and 3 jabs, brace yourself, they're going to pay you back. So he's got to keep his hands up. As soon as he hits him with 2 shots, get your hands up. He's coming back.
Blood inside the mouth of Lennox Lewis now.
When you don't, you got him under control. When you don't let him, see, you're fucking his eye with your jab. Stay on that jab. You're fucking his eye up. Okay. All right? Yep. Give me a towel across his legs. All right, you're the boss. Huh? You're the boss. Breathe deep. I want you to have your hands up.
Okay. Motherfucker ain't got it no more. He ain't got it no more. You just got to pick it up, champ.
All you got to do is pick up this random fight.
Just dig down.
Put the victory on, man. Take off my hand.
Thank you, sir. Champ, when you're inside, you move your head. Move your head inside, all right, baby?
Okay, this is it, man, okay? If you let him go, it's going to be over with.
Yep. Take a deep breath, champ. Just let your hands go, mouthpiece.
Okay, let him go.
In those punch stat numbers that Mercer is out jabbing the supposed jabber. He's landing an astonishingly high percentage of jabs, and many of them are good stiff jabs.
18 of 27 jabs in round 5, and the result of all that is that Lewis's eyes are beginning to swell. So that's why Mercer's corner told him, keep going to the jab, you're messing up his eyes, or something to that effect. Lennox Lewis has been winning battles in court in New Jersey, seeking a fight against Mike Tyson, but none of that will mean anything if he doesn't win this fight tonight.
Ray Mercer is truly a trial horse. You get past this guy, you can get past any trial.
Let go. Great. Come on. Watch
the emphasis, George, is on horse. He is some tough guy.
And he's never been knocked out, so Lewis might be well advised to stick to his tactical advantages. But at some point in every fight, Mercer's pattern is that he loses focus and begins simply to brawl. That happens here. Remember that he's in against a bigger, heavier punching man.
But he has had so much success with the jab that he might be encouraged to stay with it.
He's stuck with the game plan so far. Lewis trying to turn everything around with one big uppercut inside. Lands the left hook.
Break! One thing when you're jabbing, Mercer's being very successful up top. But a few of those jabs has got to go to the man's chest. Got to hit him in the belly a little bit because your face can swell up and your body can still be strong.
Mercer's kind of forgotten to go to the body here against Lennox.
You got to put in some body punches against a puncher. That's the only way to sap his energy.
Look how easily Mercer pops him in the face with the jab. Mercer landed a hard right hand counter, and Lewis is momentarily stunned again.
Remember, Lewis knows how to fight like this. He's a puncher. He doesn't mind mixing it up when he's hurt.
Let's go. Knock that off!
Once you hit Lewis with hard shots, get out of his way. Get on the side of him. Don't stand in front of him because he's got a left hook that will make you fly.
Break!
Mercer buying time, getting a rest, tying Lewis up inside. He's had another excellent round here.
Watch your head, Ray. Come on now.
Landing the jab at will and flurrying wildly at moments. Lewis loading up now on uppercuts, and that'll get him in trouble.
It's going to get him in a lot of trouble. Right now, he's got to reestablish himself as the boxer, the better jabber. Reestablish that, then go for the power punches.
Midway through the bout, time for Emmanuel Stewart to go to work and prove what he says about his fighter.
You're behind on points, Junior.
Huh?
You're behind on points. He's out punching you. That's that simple. When you get a guy get a good volley like that, you've got to come back and win that round back. You see, simply because he was exhausted after that, but you never pushed him after that. You got to let yourself go. Okay, let the shots go. If you keep letting them go, regardless of whether you're missing or not, you're going to knock him out in that time. This man is tired. He's spitting up blood, but you're not.
Here is Ray Mercer, who looked at the beginning of the round like he was starting to get tired, but when he landed a good, when he had a good rally and landed a good combination, it seemed to put some more gas right into his tank. Emmanuel Stewart has told Lennox Lewis that you're going to get into fights where technique doesn't matter. You're just going to have to dig down and dig it out. And he's gotten himself into that kind of a fight right now.
You can see the swelling around Lennox Lewis's right eye. The situation begins to become troublesome for Lewis.
Step back now.
His corner told him he was behind on points.
Harold, after 6 rounds, your scorecard.
Larry, 4 rounds to 2, 58-56, merciless Ray Mercer. I think when that little guy gets inside, he does damage. And I gave him rounds 1, 3, 4, and 6 because he got inside and landed that hard right hand. And in a 10-round fight, Lennox Lewis is running out of rounds.
I have it 3 rounds apiece.
Still not enough head movement for Lewis, who when he steps inside against Mercer, gets peppered with left hands and short right hands. Mercer's been effective with the jab, been effective with the right hand counter.
Step back.
Lewis has landed some uppercuts, some terrific combinations, some left hooks, but has not landed a big right hand over the top yet.
Step back. Come on.
Lewis seemed not to want anything but a knockout. To land a double right hand, 2 left jabs, he just does not seem to want to do good things like that. If ever he does, he can turn this fight around. It's equal right now. It's an even match.
Mercer again with a right hand counter inside. Lewis momentarily dropped his gloves and took another shot, but then Lennox came back with a counter of his own.
Mercer got hurt that time, and Lewis was out of position to take advantage of it.
And I still don't think Lennox realizes how hard he hit Mercer.
He's not used to seeing guys stand up after he hits him flush like that.
Step back now.
Going to become a test of Lennox Lewis's courage and his tactical will down the stretch.
Step back.
Can he impose his own strengths on Mercer, the way Mercer has done to him so far? Remember, Mercer dominated the first 6 rounds against Holyfield as well, and then gradually ran out of gas. Lewis starting to freshen up a little bit. Goes back to the jab and the straight right hand. Good footwork, good combinations, and Lewis suddenly has Mercer in trouble. Missed with the right hand uppercut inside.
He just got to go like that all the way now. We can't lose no more rounds. Gotta push yourself. Get off first. Don't wait till he punches. If you get off first, you got these next 3 rounds. You got to win all of them to win a decision, okay? You might start it with your
Don't fight this guy. The guy's tired. Okay? Fit in here first.
Okay.
Ray, the guy's tired. Ray, fight this guy. Don't let him throw them 3 or 4 punches. Okay. You steal him around if he does that.
Okay.
This is the end of the round when Lewis may have won the round with this exchange in the last 15 seconds. Straight right, good body shots, another straight right. Ray Mercer trying to do to Lennox Lewis what Jesse Ferguson did to him, knock him out of a big payday.
Watch Mercer's energy level now as these late rounds progress. Can he do in the latter part of the fight what he did early? His pattern is, it's tough for him. You can see that Harold Letterman gave Lewis the 7th and narrowed the margin on the Letterman card.
Now Lewis's corner gave him for the first time proper advice. They should have gave it to him in the first round. Get out there and win those rounds. And then when the fight goes on and on, you tell him to catch up on point. Nothing wrong with telling a puncher to win the round.
Solid uppercut by Lewis. Mercer's punch output is dropping now. Mercer's left eye swelling up a little bit.
Stop holding, Lennox. Come on, break.
Tide is turning in Lewis's direction, but does he have a full understanding of that and the tactical will to make it stick?
Mercer starting to use feint. He fakes. He had Lewis jumping and going for fakes. That's something the taller fighter's supposed to be doing.
Low blow by Lewis. Mercante let him get away with it.
Because he pretty much brought some of the power back off of it when he realized it was going to be low.
Come on. I'm not going to stand for that shit. Let's go. Come on.
Crowd likes Mercer trying to hit on the break, and Arthur Mercante didn't like it. Mercer swinging wildly with the right again.
Mercer got Lewis with a good right hand.
Break. Step back now when I say break. Step back.
Both fighters with swollen eyes. 2 good cut men working tonight. Al Gavin in Lewis's corner. Percy Richardson with Ray Mercer. Short right hand inside by Lewis. Mercer grabs him and stops the action.
And Mercer's found out now, if you keep your right hand and your left hand in front of you, Lewis is ineffective. He doesn't do anything when your hands up. He waits until you drop one or the other. If you just put them in front of you, he will not do anything.
That's it. Trading uppercuts at close range. Both men landed. Hard right hand by Lewis. Mercer with that chin of granite. Mercer's winging shots from the outside and creating opportunities for Lewis, but Lewis is only sporadically taking advantage.
Yeah, Lewis, like I said, he should be still in rounds now. His corner told him late to win rounds, and he should have been doing this early on.
Let's see who flurries in these last 15 seconds.
Break. Step back.
This looked like Lewis's best round.
Time.
Bobby Ches waiting for his upcoming assignment in the 3rd bout of our heavyweight triple header. Ches with the shirt that says Mensa, a reference to his own reported near genius level IQ. Getting ready to fight Evander Holyfield.
Now he's more tired than you, Ray. Ray, all you gotta do,
Do it.
double jab him. Okay. Then the right hand, the big right hand. You had him out, you held him up. Hit him next time.
Make him use his legs while he's tired now, okay? Okay, let your shots go. Don't hesitate so much. Using your legs.
Second jab, gentlemen.
Ray Mercer had been throwing more than 20 jabs per round. In the 8th round, That output dropped to 13. He landed only 7. So his activity level is going down. 8 rounds in the book. It's scheduled only for 10. Only for 10. You wonder if either fighter has paced himself thinking it's a 12-round bout. It is not.
Larry Merchant said something very important. Lewis is just not accustomed to throwing hard shots like that and a man staying up on his feet like Mercer is doing.
And as a result, he's posed a little bit and admired some of his work, and he's allowed Mercer to flurry in the first 30 seconds of this round and put him a little bit in the hole here. Ray Mercer with a spirited effort, which could gain for him the biggest win of his career.
Now that's the Lennox Lewis right hand he's been waiting on all night.
Break!
Yeah, but Mercer's proven he can take that right hand.
He just ate it up and came back. That's no way to get confidence.
Break! Step back now.
And that's exactly Larry's point, because virtually anybody else in his career, Lewis lands that right hand, and the guy is down.
Ray Mercer starting to move his head a little bit as he stepped closer and closer.
Mercer able to feint Lewis out of position there.
Step back.
There's going to be some drama in the 10th round.
Step back. Let's go.
And you can almost hear the laughter in the Tyson camp if this decision goes against Lennox Lewis.
I wouldn't want to be the judge of this fight because both men have fought great. Lewis has had his advantages. Mercer's taken his advantages. It's been an equal match. Evenly, even so far in my mind.
The judges are from New York, New York, and New York. So there's not a British judge here, not a Canadian judge here. They're all New Yorkers.
Right.
Lewis's supporters in the crowd chanting for him, Lennox, Lennox, Lennox. But he's had a low punch output in the 9th round. Lennox just not throwing as much in this round as he had in the few previous to it. And Mercer's having a good round.
Now Lewis, for the first time, all he did was just put his right hand up.
Step back.
That's
Step back.
what he could have been doing all night. You don't have to jump back, drop your hands.
Time.
We want this round. We're going to take this round.
You got to win this round to win the fight. You got to win it. You can't win it by moving. You got to let the punches go. You can't take them home. Let them go, Lennox. You're holding on to them. Let them fly. Let the shots go. You got to talk to yourself and push yourself. This is the last round. You got to win this round, okay?
How bad you want? The inch ball. Put the inch ball. You push it. All right.
Last round, champ. How bad you want?
Just go to him. That's the last round. Don't give him this fucking round.
Don't give it to him.
You hear? All you got to do is keep fucking punching.
If you get close, you go 3 and 4 punches. And then keep turning them. And keep turning them.
You got to let him go. It's all up in there. If you don't win this round, you blow it. I said, let him.
Anybody else?
Last round and we're going.
Okay, no more water now.
He can't beat you.
Seconds out.
Please, 2 minutes.
Seconds out. Let's go.
Come on, baby. Let's take this one.
Let's go. Who wants it?
Arthur McCanty Jr. says, let's go. Who wants it? That's the big question now. Harold Letterman, how you got it after 9?
Jim, 5 rounds to 4, 86-85, Lennox Lewis. I think he won rounds 7, 8, and 9 to pull ahead. But boy, this is anybody's fight. If Ray Mercer starts to punch again, he certainly may be able to pull out this fight. This is darn close.
Larry?
This is one of those occasions when you got to say, cut yourself a new piece of bait, fish a little deeper. See what you got down deep. I have Lewis ahead 6 rounds
Let's
to
hold,
3.
man. Let's fight.
Gut
Come on.
check time for Lennox Lewis. What's your instinct, George?
I'll see Lewis. He's ahead in my mind. He's done enough to pull it out with the jab and the tough, big right hands occasionally.
Guys, I wouldn't be surprised to see the decision go for Mercer. I certainly wouldn't be surprised if judges gave Mercer the 9th round. He landed 70% of his jabs in that round.
Step back.
And remember, a draw would not be cheating anybody.
Not what, George? I didn't hear you.
A draw. If this bout is scored a draw, no one would be cheated. Believe me, this was one good match.
I think Mike Tyson, even though he doesn't want to fight Lewis next, might feel cheated because off of this showing, I think he thinks that he could handle Lewis, and he doesn't want to see him fall out of contention.
Mercer steps in and eats an uppercut. Best punch of the round so far. Neither fighter with a ton of energy left. Minute and a half to go. Another uppercut lands for Lewis. He's landed the more significant blows in the 10th so far.
Lewis is doing a good job of boxing now.
Last round, let's go.
Remember that Mercer has scored late knockouts in dramatic situations against Francesca Damiani in the 9th round of a fight on which he was trailing in the scorecards. He was behind Tommy Morrison when he whacked him out of there. But Mercer may believe he's on his way to a decision victory here. He hasn't had a lot of energy in this round. He's been throwing, but Lewis has been landing. Hard right hand for Mercer. Crowd rises in anticipation of the possible upset. Lewis knocked off balance by a left hand. Break! Pretty even round. Mercer the aggressor. Break. Closing seconds of the round. Lewis trying to flurry, and that's going to do it.
A good, hard, tough fight between two big men. I thought Lewis pulled it out.
Nice that Mercer would have a showing like that in New York City where he got in all the trouble.
Tremendous for him. Yeah, in the same building in which he was once accused of trying to throw a fight against Jesse Ferguson. Or rather trying to bribe his opponent to throw a fight, a fight he was obviously going to lose. Harold Letterman, who'd you give the 10th round to, and how did you score the fight?
Well, Jim, I gave the 10th round to Merciless Ray Mercer. So I got it 5 rounds to 5, 95-95. I got it a draw. I think that Ray Mercer just did enough to come on. I mean, he came on strong. He put pressure on Lennox. Lennox looked tired. He looked like he was gasping. He looked like he was trying to survive the 10th round. I thought Ray Mercer did enough to win that 10th round and certainly earn a draw. A heck of a fight. Very, very close. Could go either way. Lennox out-jabbed him. Ray Mercer, certainly the aggressor, the harder puncher.
What's your instinct about who won the perhaps decisive 10th round, George?
To me, it was a draw. From one round, the conclusion is a draw. It can go to either guy, but I'll give it a draw. If the fight was scored a draw, I would not complain 1 inch.
Well, so in effect, both Foreman and Letterman scored a draw. Merchant, regardless of how he scored the 10th, would have had a close victory for Lewis. And it's nervous time in Lewis's corner now as the judges total up their scorecards. Let's take a look at final punch stat numbers, and you're going to see the astonishing success of Ray Mercer with the jab. He wound up landing 59% of his punches in the bout, but Lewis threw 150 more punches and landed more. This is the quintessential difficult fight to score. And look at how effective Mercer was with the jab. 134 out of 224. But again, Lewis threw more. Hard to say. Right now, let's go to the ring announcer, Michael Buffer, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards here at Madison Square Garden, how about a round of applause for these two heavyweights, two Olympic gold medal champions that came here to fight tonight. We go to the scorecards. Melvina Lathan scores the bout 95-95 even. Luis Rivera scores the bout 96-95. George Colon scores the bout 96-94 for the winner on a split decision, Lennox.
Well, the crowd made its opinion of Lennox Lewis clear before the bout, and their opinion of the decision runs along the same lines. But in reality, George Foreman, both fighters had some good moments, and if ever you would say it's tough for anyone to have to take a loss, this is one of those situations. Before we talk to George, let's quickly go to Larry Merchant with the winner, Lennox Lewis.
Lennox, congratulations. Did you think you had pulled the fight out?
Well, yes, I did. You know, Ray Mercer's a tough guy. You hit him and he still comes, but I felt I did enough to win.
You hit him some awfully hard shots. You're not used to seeing guys keep coming after those hard shots. Is that what made this fight so close?
Yes, I'm telling you, Ray Mercer's got a tough chin, boy. When they said he's got a tough chin, because I hit him with some shots and I felt it in my hand, and he kept coming.
Have you ever been in this kind of a brawl? I mean, this had nothing to do with technique after a while. This had something to do with who you are and how you fight.
Definitely. You know, this is a small ring, especially for a heavyweight. You take 2 steps and you're hitting the ropes. So, and then Ray Mercer gave me a lot of pressure. So, you know, I did enough to win.
How, if at all, do you think this would affect your proposed fight with Mike Tyson?
I think it's a positive fight because, like I said, I'm not taking no easy fights. I took the Ray Mercer fight because I realized that, you know, Tyson's a presser fighter, so is Ray Mercer, so I have to go against certain guys to prepare for Mike Tyson.
So you think the way this fight turned out, it was a preparation for an eventual fight with Mike Tyson whenever it occurs?
Yes, definitely. Like I said, this is the reason why I took Ray Mercer. You know, he's a guy that comes and gives you enough pressure. And, you know, I had to prepare myself to deal with a guy that gives me enough pressure.
Thank you very much, Lennox. Congratulations.
It's my mother's birthday today, and I'd like to wish her a happy birthday, and all the mothers in the world, happy Mother's Day. Enough respect.
Thank you very much. Let me see if I can find Ray Mercer here. All right, Ray. Obviously, Ray, you thought that you could out-jab the supposed jabber, and it seemed that you did.
Well, I went out there, I did the best I can. I think all my fans out there, they was great. They kept me motivated. Hats off to Lennox Lewis. He took some of the best shots I had to give. You know, he had a strong jab. I had to try to get on the inside. I did a couple of things wrong, and I guess that cost me the fight. I didn't think I lost the fight. It's becoming a routine for me, man. I don't know.
Well, did you think you had actually won the fight? Were you thinking in the corner going into the 10th round that if you survive this, you've won the fight?
I wasn't trying to survive. I was trying to fight all the way through the fight, you know. I know I gave a couple of rounds away, but that's it. No more than 3, you know.
You've been hit by some hard punches. Is he as hard or harder than any puncher you've faced?
Well, every punch that you don't see from a heavyweight, 240-something pounds, is going to be a hard punch. And, you know, all the punches are hard that I've been getting hit with by different fighters. But, you know, just different styles that make the punches. I was able to stand up against the toughest punch. I can stand up and take anybody's punch. As you see, Mike Tyson, me and Mike Tyson have a great style, and I'm just waiting to get it on. The people want to see that because we're right there battling the hell with boxing.
Thank you very much, Ray. Jim?
Field experiences big physical advantages. A 4